Hello and welcome to Android Authority's coverage of CES 2021. I'm sitting down here with my friend and colleague, David Immel. I'll let you take it away.
Thanks, Chris. So today we've got in the studio Juho, who leads up HMD Global, the home of Nokia phones. He's the vice president over there. He's going to take us through kind of their game plan for 2021 and what they're looking at for the future. So thank you so much for being here with us, Juho.
Thank you, David. Very excited about the opportunity.
So yeah, we wanted to know, what is HMD's kind of like game plan for 2021 and beyond? What's the outlook look like for you guys?
Excellent question, and this is the best time of the year to catch up on that. So thank you very much for the opportunity. Maybe if I take a step back and look at our 2020. So 2020, obviously, I think it's fair to say, challenging year for everybody. But I'm so proud of how our team came together and got us through it. And also would like to thank all of our channel partners and of course our fans out there in supporting us throughout the journey. A couple of the key things that we accomplished in 2020, and we're going to continue going to 2021. First of all, we launched our first 5G device. The Nokia 803 5G is actually quite unique in that it was the world's first 5G product capable of global roaming. And it also had industry-leading number of new radio bands and E and DC combination. And why you should care about that is that it means that it's perfect for your non-standalone 5G environment today, but it's also future-proof going the standalone future of 5G. Secondly, we did a lot of good with our new C range. So, what the C range stands for us is our entry-level smartphone range. And what we were able to do with that is to upgrade many of our fans on feature phones with their first smartphone experience. And I think we were uniquely suited to do that and saw a lot of success. And then we also expanded to a lot of new markets. For example, we launched in Brazil, which is something that we're very excited about. And you also saw us increase our presence here in the US. So now if we look into 2021, there's a couple of key themes I would flag. So first of all, building on the note on 5G, given that we're a brand that's excellent for making sense and ensure that you get the most value of the latest technology and that you're comfortable in stepping up to your first 5G phone, we see a great opportunity in close partnership with Qualcomm to deploy 5G into more mass market price points and really make a great 5G experience accessible for more people out there. That's a global statement. You have more and more 5G networks lighting up. We want to be there helping you transition to 5G and get that beautiful 5G experience. So that's one of the big things. And now as I think about 5G, I don't want to do that for the sake of just getting higher speeds and lower latency. Obviously, it needs to make sense for you as a consumer. So David, we have our peer display proposition where we greatly amplify what you could expect to get from your viewing experience. So you'll see more of that, making sure that the content that you're streaming over 5G is simply a beautiful experience to view on your Nokia phone. Secondly, when it comes to imaging, I personally believe that one of the key use cases for 5G will be for people to store and share their life in higher fidelity. And there's also a lot of new stuff that you can do when you take what 5G is capable of doing in terms of moving massive amounts of data, low latency. And then on the other hand, if you look at technologies like AI on how you can make the sharing your life experience even richer, whether it's a social media platform and you're sharing with the whole world or just with your family. So that's one of the areas that we're looking at, and we want to make that beautiful experience. Again, bring that to an affordable price point around the world. Then our core strength, the thing that we had already in that MWC 2017 announcement, which is where I think we got introduced initially, we've always been strong in this affordable smartphone segment. And now in 2021, that means 4G. The most basic thing is just getting connected, right? So if you're looking at many markets in the world, you're looking at even more the emerging markets. We are the company that provides the lowest cost of ownership, just the ability to stay connected when it comes to Nokia 105 2G. That's a product that we've been super successful with. And now what you have is that a lot of markets are transitioning to 4G. So as the network technologies evolve, we want to be able to provide you the lowest cost means of staying connected. So voice over LTE is becoming mandatory in many of the key markets. Mm-hmm. So we want to be there to make sure that you can get the Nokia quality, reliable feature phone that you've always had now in the 4G environment as well. That's where I would call out the Nokia 6300, which is quite a fun retro remake, if you will. Mm-hmm. But it's also super relevant in that it's affordable, you get long battery life. So if you want a weekend phone, when you go to your cottage or whatever it is, that's an excellent choice for you. Or maybe your parents are looking for an easier experience. That's again another reason to get it. And last but not least, definitely then amplifying this affordable smartphone, particularly in the emerging markets. Like I mentioned, the Nokia C1, which is our entry-level 3G smartphone, and then the Nokia C2, which is our entry-level 4G smartphone. We're getting a lot of really good feedback. We're super happy with how it's resonating with the marketplace, and most importantly, the feedback that we get from our users. So continuing to drive that feature phone to smartphone transition, and also innovating in areas where how do you make that more accessible in the form of financing options and novel ways of buying the phone is something that we believe is vital, and maybe even more so in today's economic climate where there's a lot of uncertainty.
So Nokia is obviously a very legacy brand. They've had a lot of fans that are, they've been with them since the beginning. They're really excited about all your new offerings. How have those fans responded to kind of the reemergence of HMD Nokia? And what should people be paying attention to who maybe haven't really considered a Nokia phone in the past, but are now kind of like eyeing those devices?
Great question. What I would say here first is that we're super grateful for the fans who've been together with us on this new chapter for the brand for the past 4 years. When we started this journey, it was pretty obvious what we should stand for. We should stand for the values that you've always loved Nokia brand for, right? So simplicity, ease of use, reliability, high quality, trust, security, all of those elements. That's what comes first to mind when you talk to someone about Nokia. It's something that you can believe in, something you trust, something you rely. And that's the core proposition for us as well. The second thing is the fact that we're the only player from Europe in the smartphone space. And coming from Finland, we take quality, trust, reliability, security, privacy very seriously. And that's what we commit to you. And we believe that that's also something that people are very much looking forward to or looking for as they are buying, considering us as an option for their smartphone or for their feature phone. So the core promise of our products, it's the same thing it has always been. First of all, this quality and craftsmanship. I like to think that our design team does a great job with the physical design, the color, material technologies, and everything else, and that we have a unique point of view on what design should stand for. It's this very emotive Scandinavian, less is more, but at the same time very sophisticated, and we're very keen in using the latest technologies in the industry to evolve what that statement looks like at any given point of time. But then also the inherent build quality. So if you look at us and how we conduct our business, we have the highest standard product requirements in the industry. So I often have discussions with our suppliers and overall with our partners in terms of like, what does it take? What requirements need to be met? How can we deliver on a higher standard for the people who buy a Nokia phone? So that translates into you being able to use your device for a longer time. It's more reliable in every context and all of that. So this quality, craftsmanship, reliability, that's the first pillar, and that will always be there. The second thing I'll notice, I would say our unique take on Android, like we've been saying all along, pure, secure, and up to date. And what that has translated in our partnership with Google, of course, is Android One. So we promised that you get 2 years of OS updates, 3 years of security updates, and then our Android implementation is pure, which also gives you the simplicity, ease of use, but then also you're in control of the experience. Thirdly, I firmly believe that in this industry, high tech, people also want to have cool technology innovation. But we look at that from what's the user experience, what's the purpose lens, and the area where we see that we can add a lot of value is on display and imaging, and overall like the viewing experience, but then also how do you capture, how do you share your life? And this is where we have, of course, our partnership with Zeiss, and we've developed a lot of unique experiences. And I would call out maybe, like if you take the Nokia 2.4, for example, you're talking about $120 phone, and you get the latest AI low light technology. We have super advanced portrait technology. So we actually obsess about the integration throughout the portfolio. One of the big call outs here for me would be the Zeiss cinematic capture mode, where you can do really cool 4G recording, adding the anamorphic flare, true cinema-like capture. And that's something that you can experience with the Nokia 8.3 5G today. And we're very much looking forward to enabling that experience across the portfolio. So those three key things is what we stand for. And then if you want to kind of tie it back into what's going on in the world today, I would definitely call out this different kind of ownership experience in terms of being able to hang on to your phone longer if you so wish, and getting reliable, future-proof experience. And then also, secondly, the fact that you'll have more and more people looking for an affordable experience, and us being uniquely suited in doing a great job for you, no matter how much you pay for your phone.
What are the major areas of growth that HMD and Nokia is looking into this year? In terms, like, what are your main growth points that you want to be hitting this year?
Well, so I think I'll recap a few and maybe invent a couple on top. So First of all, this affordable 5G, we think we have a great opportunity of opening up more markets, doing an even better job in that segment. I would call out maybe US as one of the obvious areas where we have a lot of good discussions ongoing, and we're looking forward to doing even more. But that's one segment. Then secondly, this ultra low cost smartphone is an area where we will continue to invest and drive growth. I think the rest is more linear, and I do also want to call out our efforts when it comes to enterprise or B2B. Now, having this proposition around future-proof, trust, security, reliability, it resonates organically super well with our enterprise audience. And we're seeing a lot of traction and a lot of opportunity to do more. So we'll definitely invest deeper in ensuring that our offer is even more relevant with the enterprise customers. And for example, this Android enterprise recommender is a thing that we promise across the portfolio on all of our full Android products. And then on top of that, there's opportunity to do more. So maybe those are the key call outs. I would also flag that we've launched HMD Connect Pro on the services side, which goes very well hand in hand with our enterprise proposition. So there's a lot of exciting things that we're looking forward to.
Awesome. All right. Well, is there anything else that you guys wanted to mention about the upcoming year, or is that pretty much it for you guys?
Well, I'm just looking forward to sharing some cool new products with you, but we're not today.
Well, we're excited to see those hopefully very soon. So thank you again for coming on and talking to us today.
Yeah, thank you so much for the opportunity. Really appreciate it.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
And thank you for joining us here at Android Authority's coverage of CES 2021. From all of us here at AA, take care.